Roll.
We start. Roll. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders here in Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. So, you know, a lot has been happening, especially this month. In fact, I think it'll come this week. Yeah, it's the last week of February. And a lot has been happening just in this 2 months of this year that's popping off. All right. In particular, this week, for like a day or so, you had a shutdown of certain phone service providers, such as AT&T, which I heard that it mainly hit the east side, and you know, especially places like Atlanta or whatever the case is. To my knowledge, I don't know if any brothers got AT&T, but to my knowledge, they just couldn't use their phones for the duration of that time, right? So long as it was down, it was down. So. And you know, a lot of people today, they're glued on their phones. So you know they had to let people lose their minds. But as long as they got internet, they all right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we believe that was just a test of what's to come. They're throwing the signs at you, and they're going to blame it. They actually blamed it on, like, the sun. They said, oh, it's like kind of like an EMP or a solar flare or whatever case it is. But they're going to come with some more stuff. So what you got to get prepared is that you got to get prepared of being, like, uncomfortable. For the most part. I remember Brother Kwala said that one time at the point, get prepared to be uncomfortable because that's what's going to be coming. You know, you're going to have to accept that for change to happen, for things to get worse, whatever that's going to come, it's going to affect us too. It's going to affect us too. So, you got that Bauer. So this is something that's being presented now in D.C. And come the 5th, which is not this week, but next week, it's going to be verified if it's going to go through or not. But this is what they're talking about in D.C.
Khan, this is the article. It says the secure D.C. Bowser Pinto plan would not make D.C. safer. And it says instead of solutions, Mayor Bowers proposed plan and full cuts to vital social services. Cuts SNAP, i.e. food stamps. Cuts domestic violence support. Cuts.
If we deal with just those two, cuts in snaps or your food stamps, and cuts in domestic violence reports, is that what you say, reports?
Cuts in domestic violence support.
Domestic violence support, right away, I think you women in trouble. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Mm-hmm. Because the ones that's living comfortably in the society off of the government is the majority of our women, so-called black women, Latino, Native American women. Why? Because, how should I, if you don't mind, give me Isaiah 30. Start from the top. No. Why? Because, my brother, Isaiah. Because what we've been warning our people is that building upon this place and trusting upon this place is a mistake. It's a huge mistake. Why is that? Because this is known as Babylon the Great. Okay, America is Babylon the Great, and it's doomed to be destroyed in the eyes of the Lord. Okay? Right. For the Lord to come, if you understand prophecy, like the book of Daniel, for the Lord to come, this place has to fall. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't make any sense in putting all your trust in the society that's prophesied to fall. And if you choose to put your trust in the society, then you're going to fall with the society.
Right. Yes. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, starting at the first verse. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And how does that apply today? Simple. You put your trust in this society. You all into politics and voting and political parties and all that madness. You all into like those two women that's on that picture there. One of them is the so-called black woman, right? She's trying to so-called better society. make the society more safe. That's the whole point of that article. They're saying when you go through it, it ain't gonna make nothing more safe. If anything, these are more draconian laws, right? Because it's gonna talk about it, but basically the police having more authority, right? They're gonna have the power to suspect anybody of possibly committing a crime. That's a minority report type deal, right? It's gonna be cuts and cutbacks, less money to the poor. And a lot of those are, is it gonna be some that's sincere that's gonna be affected by that? Yeah, right? You might have some brothers gonna be sincerely affected by that. But when you study the state, primarily our women, those benefits primarily benefit them. And they get benefits by trusting in the system and letting the system be their baby daddy. So when you do your research on the government aid in the society, going back to the 60s, you find out that a lot of those benefits were exclusively for women so long as there was not a man in the household. Not man, not husband and wife, but just wife. So what you do is they let the government be their baby daddy, and he's their father. You know, that's why you got women coming on the comment board. I'm trying to figure out, what do we need a man for anyway? Why is a black woman saying that? Because the government's her baby daddy. She's saying, I got my own money, meaning the white man's giving her money. She got her own food stamps and stuff, meaning the so-called white man, Esau, is giving her a food stamp. So she's saying, well, the government, which is Esau Edom, is playing the role as my husband. What I need a man for? That's what she thinking. And we told them to try to warn them, you getting set up for the trap, because if there's one thing Satan's gonna do is he's gonna make sure that he's gonna let you know, like I always like to say, nobody is safe from this wrath, the people in front of him and the people on his side. Because at the end of the day, the wicked elite only give a damn about the wicked elite. They only give a damn about their small circle. Everybody else they say is useless eaters, and that includes the people who sold out. You know what I'm saying? So for all of our people who trusted in society, you about to have it coming, especially our women.
Yeah, real quick, you have even those little commercials that come on YouTube or whatever. If you want to know how to make the government be your sugar daddy and pay all your bills and do all this, and it's a setup, man. They're gonna leave you hanging out to dry. And guess what? Who the main one they have on them ass? The nigga woman, man. This is Mark chapter 3 and verse Mark 3 verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he will first bind the strong man. And the woman and child is and his possessions, those are the man's goods, man. Those are his possessions, his belongings. And the way another man can spoil that is if they bind the strong man, get that strong man out the way first. And that's what you women helped and abetted, aided and abetted the so-called white man in doing. You plucked your own house down, man. And the scriptures tell you about that. Verse 28. Verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. You know, and that's what you finna witness, man. You've been seeing it all along, but now it's about to be right in your face, man. It's about to be evident that he set you up to be spoiled, man.
That's right. It's gonna hit you. And you did all that for some momentary, basically like a season of some fun.
That's right.
And we told you that time was coming, and we told you that it was gonna come. Right. So now you got more women doing what? TikToks about how life is just so hard. Right. But they don't mention in that speech, I guess I'm gonna have to get a husband. That's right. You know, they basically said, where did the good old days go? Because now this is hard, right? Now I have to work 40 plus more than that just to survive on my own. Well, when you go back to the interview that, what's my man's name? I forgot his name. No, he did the interview with Alex Jones about the chip. Aaron Russo. He discussed the conversation he had with Nick Rockefeller. And he basically let him in on the scoop. He said the feminist movement wasn't for women empowerment. They created that. really we couldn't tax half the population. And now that there's no father in the house, now the family is resorted to using our daycare systems and our public school systems. So now we have the ability to manipulate their little youth and teach them what we want to teach them. Because now there's no hedge around them, which that hedge represents really a strong husband, a man. So really you're out there. Now women complaining about daycare services. And when you go to the research on that, daycare service was really like a last resort.
That's right.
Now it's overbooked because it wasn't supposed to be used how it's supposed to be used.
That's right.
And Esau Edom already did the math. They already did the math and they said, okay, when you go in to work your 9 to 5, out of those 8 hours a week, your child is in the care of someone else, a stranger, longer than they are of you.
That's right.
So if we set up the proper so-called influences that we want to have, we can counteract your influence and make it even better. There's no man at the house.
That's right.
So now we can target your children, turn them gay, LGBT, tranny.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
You got teachers proudly boasting that they gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah, like in like the Pride Parade, we had a damn so-called transgender woman, right? It was all like they was chanting. They're like, yeah, we're coming for your children. That was the whole agenda from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To try to basically create something. No, that is what? Population control. You know, because like when you look at it now, the housing market is down because number one, you got inflation, and number two, a lot of people are single, so they're like, oh, I don't even need that much space. So like let me just rent out this apartment or this condo or whatever. Right. So now you basically put more money in the system's pocket instead of investing in your own property, because a home is an investment. You know what I'm saying?
Which is the plan.
Yeah.
Because the number one consumer are women. The society is based around debt.
That's
And
right.
guess who holds the majority of debt? You women.
That's right. You got
With your student loans.
I was just finna say that.
Your student loans and your credit card debt. That's you.
right.
They prey on you.
That's right. Yeah, cause women are not good spenders. They just y'all ever seen Nutty Professor Reggie? He said women be shopping. Right? Hey, that's true, man. Y'all do be shopping, man. Like buying all unnecessary shit. All name brand shit. All right. They had they was making fun of Everybody Hates Chris. You know, his mama got the food stamps. She went in the aisle and just got all the shit off the aisle. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's how you know when them cuts of that snap, that's just a shiver down their spine. Because they're the creatures that's dependent, even though they try to act dependent or whatever. Their mind, they more concerned about things that we ain't, because we're man, so we're the strongest. They immediately start to panic because they're thinking about how am I going to eat. They're thinking about before you even get there because that's how they program to think. I'm telling you, you go into Walgreens, they going to notice that them trash bags went up 99 cents. You ain't going to notice, but they going to notice.
That's
and
right.
then they start to panic. Well, my budget, what if it keeps? Yeah. So now you're isolated. You're basically ripe for the picking in the eyes of Esau.
God, I wanted to land back off of what you were saying about women, households and everything, right? Proverbs 14 verse 1 says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands, right? And over the past 6 to 7 decades, our women have been basically our women have basically been destroying their own households, right? Feeding into Esau's philosophy of the independent black woman, right? What has that led you to? Depression, loneliness. Now you're in a position where you don't know what to do and you're confused about life. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, because they don't know their purpose.
Exactly.
What is a woman's purpose? It's to have children, have be a wife, have a family. That's the reason why you were put here. Like, yeah, you can have like a side business. You know, you got some sisters that sew, and like even some sisters that are nurses. You know, because being a nurse, that's a natural feminine thing. You know, but hey, he literally created the so-called white man is so slick because hey, the Lord gave him that type of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to create a whole system where you literally don't need us. You know what I'm saying? Here's an alternative. Okay, so yeah, so now you don't need a man, so now what? Like, what was the goal of that?
They need a man, just not the man of the
Right.
nation. They still running to the man.
Right.
And in this day and age, you know, they can rent a man for everything they need, right? It's like
I was gonna say, and we've been warning you, the hot girl summer is gonna come to an end. It's only a season. Because hey, winter is still coming, and that's the hardship. That's what we've been saying. And the prophecy is that you in trouble because you decided to jump ship. You know, we're both in a cotton field together. But the white man opens the door and says, "You can be my bed with you. You can be over him." You took that deal. So much so you look down on him now. But then the time's gonna come where he gonna kick your ass back out to the field, and you gonna come back to Adam and say, "Well, I am your wife." Why? He gonna say, "Get the fuck out of here," you know? Because you abandoned me. You know what made you think we were any different? Why? Just because you got to sleep at Master's house for a season?
That's right.
I got another wife.
And
Got a quick.
go ahead, bro.
You was gonna say something? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the water. I was just gonna say, like, and even then, we seen all these videos. Men are not approaching women no more.
Why would they?
Right, because like, hey, all you females that trying to like get attention and clout. Like here it is, like you trying to work out. A chick is posting a video, your ass go viral talking about some this creep keeps staring at me. But like when you look at the attire of this woman, she got the most skimpiest clothes on. You know what I'm saying?
Spandex pants that, you know, the little line and the butt crack and all of that stuff.
Right.
And
Yeah, with no drawers on too.
right.
You know, so I mean, of course I'm a look. I mean, goddamn.
They literally go to the gym with just 2 pieces of clothing, a sports bra, some panties basically, and socks and shoes.
Right.
I go to the other side, man. I'm like, I wouldn't feel like going.
Right.
Okay, go.
I got one.
And I know it's one more verse on that one.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36, verse 6. It reads, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce him. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him."
Right. So he said, and this was the heathen talking to Jacob. He said, "You trusting on this broken reed on Egypt, right? And a reed is supposed to be a support system, but it's a broken reed." And he says, "Where if a man lean, it's gonna pierce you. And eventually you gonna fall into it, and it's gonna pierce you, right?" And he says, "So is Pharaoh, and to all that trust in him." Meaning, eventually you gonna get backstabbed. You don't get that you're being set up. Understand? And all you got to do is think about it. If you acknowledge that racism exists, right? If you acknowledge, well, this is if you acknowledge, but if you acknowledge that there's a conspiracy against our families, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American families, then you should understand that whatever gifts that they may give you, is it really for the benefit of our families? To give you benefits specifically for only to be a woman with no man in the house, right? To have your children and your spoils open, exposed to the wiles of the devil. Does that really benefit our families? The answer is no, there's a trap. So at that point, what our women should have done is say, "No, I don't like what you're doing, I see what you're doing, you're preying on the weak, and you're hoping that you can use our nature, right, to go against our natural order. But you didn't do that. So this is why we say the bulk of you is going to feel the wrath of Esau and Edom. And those cuts that's coming, I hope that does pass. Brothers is debating on even voting to get that motherfucker to pass. You know what I'm saying? But we know the Lord is going to make it all happen. This is all prophecy. And notice nothing's going back. Nothing's getting better. They're still talking about worse. We need to make more cuts. That's all they're saying, cuts. Cuts to the people on welfare, cuts to the food stamps.
God. Yeah.
Draconian measures.
If I could mention, on top of that, you have all these immigrants here running, causing chaos. I just watched a video of them pulling up on a motorized RAV, hopped off on the coast of California and took off in the neighborhood. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah. And they're doing that on purpose. Yeah. That's what you people don't get. You really think they care about the safety of their own civilians? Common sense would say they shouldn't be letting that happen. They're letting it happen. It's a part of their plan. Right?
And then if you really think about it, this is all to the will of the Lord, because the Lord is literally paving the way for Jacob's trouble to come in, man. And it's happening and it's brewing up, man. It's like you put some water in a pan and you wait for it to boil all the way up. That's exactly what's happening right now, man. Literally, Jacob's trouble is here. It's literally boiling, man. And guess what? You women that say, I don't need a man, y'all gonna feel the 100% effects of that shit, man, because y'all gonna be assed out, man.
They already feeling it now.
Yeah.
Like this year now,
They just in denial, for real.
yeah, they ain't looking forward to this year because it was bad last year. It ain't getting no better.
Shit.
The whole so-called black woman's thing is black women deserve a life of luxury. Black women deserve to have leisure and everything like that. But here it is, you know, I was watching a little bit of the Nick Cannon and the Iyanla Van Zant interview, right? And she made the point. She was like, you know, the white man told the black woman, you'll never be over me, you'll never be over my woman, but here, I'll put you in this place and let you be over the man. And they said, well, that's good enough for us. You know what I'm saying? And basically destroyed the household. But now y'all don't want to struggle, but you don't want to be in union with your man.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Because in your mind, really, you've already crossed that line. You know, you can't even though they sitting struggling, I gotta drop Uber every day, I gotta do all this. She still can't frame her lips to say, you know, I fucked up. I really just need to go back to being a wife. She can't even frame her lips to say that because the way they say it is, I don't want to.
Right, yeah. Like the way they see it is basically pointing the finger. Like
No accountability.
Exactly. No accountability. Because our women got so accustomed to saying it's the so-called black man's fault. And now that they done been away from us for so long, now you done fucked up your own life. And now you looking for help. Like, nah, man. Like, hey, it's over.
Yeah. And now when you look at it, you know that Eve was targeted by Esau because when you look at the system, the so-called safety net that they have, hardly any men get whipped or get aid of any kind. If they do, they get it at a reduced rate. They get a limitation on them that, in 6 months you better be working or else we gonna cut you off. But the women, you got generational women who lived off of the welfare system.
That's
You know, so it was built to get you to this point, of course, through the spirit, that hey, you women are gonna catch hell when this time really comes in, because like the brother's going into with the article, you know, DC is a district, it's not a state unto itself. Right, so you really, as a resident, if I'm not mistaken, you really don't have no vote in anything.
That's right.
Okay?
And
so
then,
whatever they bring out is going to be what they call law.
And then that whole Washington, D.C., man, it's nothing but wicked-ass niggas in that whole vicinity, man. If you see how bad Washington, D.C. is, man, the fucking neighborhoods, man, y'all fucked, man.
This is all the hoods of each state. They all
That's why it's
in DC.
What is called the DMV? DMV?
Yeah.
I don't think they call it that there. But we all, everywhere else we call it that.
I had a picture. This is Proverbs 14:1 reads, every wise woman builded her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands. Verse 2, he that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despises him. Right. So yeah, it talks about like the wise woman, like she building up her house, and she doing all the things that's necessary to maintain that house. Like for example, she cooking, cleaning, making sure that the kids ate, they got everything that they need. You know what I'm saying? It literally goes down in that order. Okay? I gotta take care of my family. My wife takes care of me and the children. I take care of my family. And it's like you getting a return on your investment. Now these women, they want everything for nothing. They don't want to do nothing at all. Even got like that chick Cardi B talking about something. I just want to be a mother. Now that okay, then why you promoting rap music that's against that?
And against cooking and cleaning.
Right.
You're a plant. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Stupid.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 29, verse 8. It reads, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will bring the sword upon thee, and cut off man and beast out of thee, and the land of Egypt shall be desolate and waste, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, because he hath said, the river is mine, and I have made it. Behold, therefore I am against thee, and against thy rivers, and I will make the land of Egypt utterly waste and desolate, from the tower of Seim, even unto the border of Ethiopia. No foot of man shall pass through it, no foot of beast shall pass through it, neither shall it be inhabited 40 years. Keep going.
Let's see.
Okay, Slacky, verse 6.
Ezekiel 29 and 6, and it reads, and all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel. When they took hold of thee by thy hand, thou didst break and rend all their shoulder, and when they leaned upon it, thou breakest.
Right, so the Lord said he's still going to judge this place because our people leaned upon this place. And when our people trusted, we got backstabbed, right? We got a lot of veterans that can speak to that, a lot of Israelite male veterans that can speak to that. So the Lord's still going to judge this place for what you did, right? And this is what you should learn, and really history should learn, teach you something, not to trust this man, right? Not to trust this man. But like I said, because the devil understands the nature of women, all he did was perform his signature trick again. Go to the woman. You know what I'm saying? You got that black Haitian bitch that speak on the behalf of the White House. Why don't they go find an Israelite man to do that? They said, no, get a black woman. Just like the brother covered with the Tuskegee experiment. To deceive the men, who did they go get? Damn black woman to go do it. They always use you, but you women can't put together like we're being used to bring down our own family. Yes, you are. Right. And the devil isn't even forcing you. He's just tangling the goodies in front of you. And because of your nature, your nature to be wanting to be free, unbound, unjudged, or whatever, he just gives it to you. You took it, and that's all he had to do, because he couldn't have filtered that through the man. He couldn't have did that. Because the man is that hedge, you'd have been right there to say, no, we ain't dealing with all this. First of all, we don't need you anyway, because I'm in the family's life, and I'm gonna make sure that they get what they get. Right? So he went around the man. He waited till Adam went to go do his business, and Eve was by herself, and then he came in there and snuck in there. Thou shalt not surely die. That's how he got you. That's how he got you to go off.
Yeah,
so
shit, and he keep getting them too. How many times can you fall for the same damn trip?
He ain't even forcing you. You doing it yourself.
I got a great idea. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that is a good idea. Then complain about it. 10 years later or 2 years, 2 years later, gotta have somebody to blame except yourself for accepting that deal.
And deep down, that's what a lot of our men gonna realize. They really don't like us, man. They don't respect us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's that one chick that's on YouTube, she call herself Queen of Accountability or something like that. She likes to post messages she get from other women. And one of the black women got mad at her for getting on the brick lady bitch. I mean, the court admitted that this bitch committed fraud, basically, right?
That's right.
But yet, they got in her inbox and the black woman got mad at her and say, well, whenever the black man do something wrong, you ain't gonna blame her or something. What does a man got to do with anything that bitch is doing?
That's right.
But that just shows you deep down they don't like us. They don't respect the Israelite man.
They really jealous of the power that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave us. You know what I'm saying? Because the serpent done put it in these Eve's mind that they better than us, and really it's the other way around. The Israelite man's supposed to be on the top. You know what I'm saying? Like because like when you come to a righteous Israelite man, he gonna tell you about yourself. You know, and that's what a lot of these women they can't handle it. You know, like they don't want to be called a hoe. They don't want to be called, hey, you acting stupid. They like
Talk to me nice and shit. No, you're not acting.
right.
Offended at the truth.
Yeah. And like they don't want you to have that natural leverage and power over them. You know? Because like I know me, like personally, it's like everywhere I go, just motherfuckers just trying to just compare themselves to me and trying to like get one up on me or something like that. Then I had to realize I'm an Israelite man. That's why. Because like
Expecting something.
like right, like a speck of weakness so they can exploit it and get power over me. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta just land back on what your brother was just saying. This is Proverbs chapter 31, and starting at verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. And this is the issue that the Israelite man has with the so-called black woman is that we are, the man is starting to see that you Israelite women, you so-called black women, Esau has his hand in your back, and you just a puppet. You just doing everything that he wants you to do, but you in that same house as us, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you being disobedient, you not wanting to be in order, causing problems, right? Shalom. Right? You know what I'm saying? Marrying men just to take advantage of them with a plan on divorcing them, take his money, take his goods and everything that you can get out of them. Right. Even just in a regular dating situation. You just these women step in situations with men just to see what they can get. And Jake is waking up and they seeing that and they like, we don't want to take you serious. We don't want to be with you. That's why Jake is looking for women in other countries, looking for women of the other tribes,
where they are indoctrinated. And it all boils down to because they can run to Esau Edom, so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? If your woman's acting up at the house, it's all because she knows she can call 911. That's the only reason she's doing that. The moment the system collapses and the moment the devil shows his horns, it's over for them. It's over. You see?
Remember that screenshot I sent in the chat? Why is my wife yelling at me? Oh, she's frustrated. She's speaking her mind. Then you type in, why is my husband yelling at me? This number appears domestic violence. Like, what the fuck?
Call now.
Your voice being a certain octave is a charge, man, these days.
Can you read one more verse from there?
And that really is healthy for you, goddammit.
Yeah, because this brothers got to realize, man, this truth is a weapon. Mm-hmm. Like truth is really a weapon. Mm-hmm. Okay, like that shit cut. Like you can decimate anybody Like, if you got the truth, like, can't nobody stand up against you. It don't matter about money, status, and none of that.
And honestly, if you
Gender,
really,
race.
if you really think about it, the truth is like the alcohol you put on the cut, man. It's good for you, man. God damn.
Right.
You know,
like, it's gonna sting.
Yeah.
But it's gonna.
It builds you up.
Yeah.
Right.
So Allah just keep you docile.
Don't talk to me like that. You like, what? I'm just telling you the truth. And Don don't be like, yeah, they don't like that. They want her to come and lie. But we grown out of that, man. It's no benefit to that. There's no benefit to that. Telling you what you want to hear, that's somebody, that's what people do when they don't care about you. So, you know, take it or leave it.
This is the book of Isaiah 30, starting at the 3rd verse. It says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. For his princesses, his princes were at Zone, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be an help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach."
Right, you go to chapter 31.
Kind of start at the top.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 31:1. "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. Yet he is also wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now Egyptians are men, and not God, and their horses are flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down."
Right, so you see, this is the judgment for trusting in the shadow of Egypt. You see? And like the reason we're talking about the war is because you got all kind of outs in the society. And those outs cause you to do something immoral. It causes you to embrace that wicked side nature in you, which is to be a harlot. You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of rewards for following the devil, right? Ain't no outs for the Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, we trying to make something of ourselves, right? And then you got your own woman against you. See? But the time's gonna come, which is where we're entering now. All those who trust in Egypt because their horses are many, because you know that typically represented, you know, war. You know, if you trust in the shadow of Egypt, you think in Egypt would never fall. Look at how many horses and look at how strong our people are. So I'm safe with this people here, right? It's safe here. But the Lord said those are men. You know, that's flesh. And he said that when the time comes, that those that help shall fall, and those that hoping, meaning you hoping on the side, and you gonna fall. So you gonna know that the strength of Egypt is gonna be your shame coming real soon. And that's really going to all Israel that trust in this society.
Right.
You trusting in the dollar. How can you trust in the depreciating asset that depreciates every day? How you gonna really trust in a society that's based upon debt? Don't you know that all these things in the world are really just traps? Credit cards, that's really a trap. Can you use the world and not abuse it? You can be smart with it, but the intent of it isn't just to give you money. The intent is that they hope you fall behind, so that then you could be in a never-ending spending cycle of paying them interest.
That's right.
And the interest will never disappear. You know, so they're good. They want you to go to college, to a university, to get a degree in sociology, psychology, and gender studies, and bullshit like that, which is pray for you women. They make you feel good about them degrees. They give you all that camera. All right, thanks.
Like which is more so-called leverage over a man. You know,
Just throw at somebody.
Right. Oh yeah, I got a degree. I deserve a man. If they got 2 degrees, 3 degrees. I make this much amount of money.
They ain't looking for no smart bitch. They looking for a woman in order.
That's right.
I'll take a woman working working at Panda Express, for real. At least I can see the fact that you're willing to work there, it shows you got character, you know what I'm saying? Over some nurse, being honest.
And I was gonna say this is another difference between men and women, because just like you said, these women, they take pride in 3-4 degrees, PhDs in a field that they'll never get a job in. You know, you got $150,000 in debt from school, but you only making $40,000 a year, right? Whereas a man, we think about it like this: all right, see what I'm getting into, see what the jobs are available. All right, what do I need? I just need to get a certification, go to school 3-6 months, boom, making 6 figures.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And those women, we work in the same job, man. I'm sitting next to them. So, I got a degree in business. You got a business? No. but I understand. I said you were programmed from school to just go. And if you don't know what you want to be, go for business. I already know because they almost got me, but I took one business class. First day I said, this ain't for me. I don't understand this shit. This is only if you actually know what you want to do.
Right.
And then nowadays, if you know what you want to start, you don't need to.
Right. If you got a plan, see, like the way how they tell us to go is just to put more money in their pocket. But if you smart, if you smart about it, then you can use school for your benefit.
You know, a lot of the stuff now is just research. You want to run a business, all you really got to do is know what this means, that means this. Insurance means for this. The payment is this. The payment is that. Everything else falls on you. Make it happen.
Right.
You don't need to go to open up a shop.
Right.
So you don't need that.
All you gotta do is
just gotta know, basics.
Kind of like you can just write it out. I took a business course before. You can just, it's nothing to write out a budget, liabilities, liquid assets, stuff like that. I mean, that's simple shit. Like anybody can do that.
And the only real challenge is knowing how to maintain and stay afloat. That's your challenge. You might hire somebody to do your numbers, your booking, or whatever. But for the most part, it's not really necessary. It's all a trap. Esau Edom has set traps in this society. That's really what it is.
You know it's a trap because how is it that the only way you can get something is if you got debt hanging over your head.
Exactly.
If you don't have any debt, they'll look at you funny like,
you don't got no credit.
You don't trust me because I don't owe no money. That shit never made sense to me.
When you look at it, when you do that research, their society is based upon that. Because as long as they say you guys owe me, then it looks like I got money. That's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody here, if I'm the government and everybody here is self-sufficient, I'm like, fuck, where's my money? You know what I'm saying? So really my goal isn't to have you all free, it's to have you all in debt. Like I said, the credit cards, they're not just gonna mail us something in the mail 7 times a week just because they're trying to help you. No, the intent is that you fall behind.
Yeah, it's to make money off you.
The payday loans and all that is in hopes that you can't come back with your title. You ain't got no money, so now this is my title.
Yeah, like Esau even charges his own people usury. Like you think in the kingdom of heaven that we gonna charge Israelites usury? Man, that's wicked as hell. But hey, Esau just don't care.
I was just gonna say, so when you look at this society and they have this social credit score thing, I remember when I was a young man, let's say in the late 80s or early 90s, let's say, Jake trying to go get a car or whatever, if you didn't owe nobody, they told you, well, we can't loan you no money because you ain't showed that you can pay because you're not in debt. So having no credit was just as bad as them saying, hey, you got credit, but it's bad. So how could I have no credit one day and then have bad credit the next day? You know what I'm saying? So the whole system is fraudulent, okay? And it is to keep you in a perpetual payment system, okay, that you'll never break free from. You and get back to what the brother's initial point was when we start talking about, for you women out there, see, because you want to get everything that looks good to your eyes, but see, when a real man is in your life, he'll tell you, you don't need that, or if it costs X amount of dollars, don't go buy it. You wait till you get the money up and then go purchase it instead of taking out a loan or putting it on a credit card. You be paying for that goddamn washing machine for the next 15 years. As versus, just go ahead and save the $500 or $1,000 and then just go buy it outright. You know what I mean? Or buy a used one, go to a thrift store or used appliance store and find you one just as good. Well, you got women, I don't want nobody's used this and that. Man, shit, it works the same. What are you talking about? Yeah.
But turn around and go get a used car.
It just if you don't have that male dominant figure in your life, man, you're gonna be kicked and blown all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Prey.
Yeah.
You're prey, and that's what society preys upon you. Like I said, this society, the number 1 and 2 debts, student loans and credit card. Guess what gender holds the bulk of that? Women. Because you're a prey.
Hey, like the best credit card to get is probably like an Amazon credit card because they don't have interest on it. Like 6 months to a year. That's probably like the only credit card that's decent. Like, all the other credit cards, they got like interest like once a month. Don't use them shit. Pretty much just giving your money away.
Look at you look at Russell Wilson, for example. Russell Wilson is a perfect example of why you should never, as a man, follow your woman. Because now look at him. He done bought a $25 million house out there in Denver. Now he about to get cut, trying to impress Sierra. And I was listening to this podcast where this Jake, he was like, anything, a trap is this. Anything that is easy to get into, but you can't get right back out, as easy as it was, it's a trap. A mortgage, it's a trap. Vehicle loans, it's a trap. You can get that debt, you can just go in the dealership, get a car, get a house. Shalom. You can go in a dealership or go to a realtor, get you a car or a house that day, be locked in for 30 years. But you can't sell that house the next day.
He about to get cuffed from what?
He probably about to get cut from the Broncos because he ain't been playing that good.
And she gonna end up leaving him anyway. Right? A woman don't respect you if you allow her to. She gonna leave your ass.
Nigga, you got cut for the Broncos? She gonna find another football player. Did y'all not see that where they was at some kind of concert? This nigga sitting back like this in a tuxedo, and she got a see-through ass dress on and shit. And I'm looking at the comments, man, all the women praising her and shit. And then the weak ass man, like, man, I that was me. I wouldn't say nothing to my chick. Man, you niggas some fucking bitches, man.
She gonna leave. A woman don't respect you if you allow her to. She gonna eventually leave your dumb ass. You hear the stories about it all. There was one time when somebody was taking a picture with her. He came in and was like, me and your wife. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I would've. You know what I'm saying? But you allow it to happen.
That's exactly why they get those tights, because they allow them to be secure by doing shit that's not safe or doing things that are degenerate or that real men not gonna tolerate, man.
And I don't get Jake, man. You got all this wealth and all this money, but you go get with another fucking celebrity, man. Why don't you just go get and find a woman, plain Jane woman, man? Damn.
You really can't even blame him because Esau done programmed their mind to think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Folly is setting great dick. It's always the fools that have the money. Esau Edom gonna make sure that ain't gonna fall in the hands of no wise person.
Right.
A wise person with money is dangerous.
That's
He's
right.
dangerous. Like look at how much Andrew Tate is giving the world a problem because they can't fucking stop him. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But just look at it. You know, they're not gonna give a wise man money. That's a problem. You give a fool money because he ain't no threat.
This is why. Because another thing I was listening to, there was these Eves trying to go in on black men, and they were talking about the black woman is just bankable. That's why we are able to get so much loans and all of this stuff. They offer us so much money because we're bankable. No, you stupid. Right. They know that you're gonna give them that money right back.
That's right.
You know, you ain't gonna do anything that's gonna change society.
They gonna line right up for the next time to get kicked in the ass.
Yeah, that's why the man is so important in a woman's life, man. You know, like
It's gonna be known, because when this place falls, which is about to, which you keep reading on that, you're gonna see just how important it is to have this knowledge, well, this true knowledge, to understand. Like Elder Apostle Barr said, because we're gonna talk about the false prophets who sold out as well. Your time is coming too. You know, you exchange the real money, the true money for fake money. Like you gonna find out that this shit was all temporal, and the true money to truly invest in was always these scriptures.
Where do Yahweh Shah say store your treasures? In heaven, man.
That's right.
All this shit gonna get burnt up. Okay. Getting back to this article, another cuts that's coming, and it says cuts, homeless prevention and eviction support, emergency rental assistance, transitional support from shelter to housing programs, youth reentry division programs.
So you know what that sounds like to me? More people on the street. More people on the street, poor people, which is going to lead to them committing crime.
Exactly.
This is going to lead to them doing what they want, which leads to martial law, which is prophecy. Somebody get that for a second. I got it. Okay.
And if you damn devils, if these devils go through that, man, hey, you stricken people, hey, they gonna resort to violence, man. Okay? Hey, I seen it happen when I was working at Amazon, man. Our boss wasn't paying that much, man. So the nigga took it upon himself, I'm gonna start stealing the gas cars, man. So just imagine when they start cutting all the benefits, they start cutting all these benefits, man, and all that shit. People gonna resort to violence and stealing, man.
They did that at Walmart. They kept on promising them quarterly bonuses every time they come around. Mysterious employee accident or something, or a customer slipping fall out. Man, hold up, y'all playing. Oh, okay, we got something for you.
Just like that Jake that went in that Apple store and just pocketed all those phones. What do you think drove him to do that? Being poor. He's like, man, I can get it. If I can get $30 off each one of these, at least I can fucking eat this week. That's what's gonna drive people to do. It's gonna increase more crime. That's why whoever made the article titled it, this would not keep DC more safe, because you're adding to the already issue anyway, which is poverty.
What is the saying? Order ab chaos. Order chaos, man.
It's all prophecy. It's supposed to get bad. It's not gonna get better. When is there even talk about getting better? The talk about getting better is more cuts.
Exactly.
You understand? We gotta reduce more cuts. We gotta give you less money, less support. So how is it getting better?
It's like you mentioned false prophets. Well, this is glad favor. The ISUPK are the true prophets of the Lord, man.
This nigga.
Okay, check this out. Your leaders in the ISUPK told you, right? When they ran the pandemic, right? They told they know. Yeah, okay. I don't want to be specific because No, I was gonna say Janice. They told you to roll up your sleeve, right? So you trust Esau Edom. When they run that again, we gonna see what you're gonna do.
That's right. Best believe they got some new juice for you.
Yeah, because what kind of prophets are telling you to trust in Egypt? The brother did a lesson on the Tuskegee experiment. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why people are afraid, our people are afraid to visit the doctors, because of the history of them using and abusing us, right?
Right.
But here comes the devil, and next thing you know, these prophets, the white man's the devil, this, that, now all of a sudden he ain't the devil no more.
Right, yeah, hey, General Yohanan said, hey, don't even sweat that shit.
Yeah, he just said you're a fool if you don't take it.
Right.
So keep that added energy when they bring in that chip and they tell you to take that chip. Mr. No Cowards, but you went to the government because you was afraid.
Right.
Ain't y'all the same camp that said using wisdom for cowards?
Yeah, using wisdom for cowards. Yeah. So when the devil presents disease X on your motherfucking head, you're gonna do whatever he say, but you know cowards.
Right, right.
If anybody should know how devious the so-called the devil is, it's the black woman, man. He did so many experiments on them, man. you know, in the history of this country, man. It's unreal. Just taking you apart just to see how you work, just to see how your, you know, inner womanly parts work, man.
No anesthetics.
No anesthetics. Not like
That's right.
that's what y'all like.
So the white man, you know, no cowards. Okay, but so whenever the Esau Edom presents something to you and scares you, you run right to the devil. He ain't the devil no more. He the devil now. Everything's good. But he ain't the devil no more when he causes a problem and offers a solution. And you're gonna feel the effects of following the false leaders. All we can do is tell you the truth. We can tell you don't listen to them. Trust in the Lord. But that went all out the window when the devil presented to you a so-called solution.
That's right.
But no cowards though. Okay.
This is First Ezra chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 30. Let's start at verse 34. And it reads, O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high as the heaven. Swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth calleth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it. And with it there is no unrighteous thing. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked. All the children of man are wicked. And such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. And their unrighteousness also they shall perish. For as the truth it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth evermore. Right, so yeah, so like, and that's the whole point, is the truth. You know, because, you know, like, brothers trying to like get more women, because, you know, like, hey, we love women. Hey, even though we get on women, you know, this is an act of love. Okay? But the truth to conquer anything, including a damn woman. All you gotta do is just tell her the truth. You know? And just tell her how you really feel and like what you see. You see, like this whole kingdom now is basically trying to pull the wool over the Israelite man's eyes. You know, to try to convince him that what he saw ain't real, and that's like he the problem, and something else is a lie is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is turning things right side up now.
That's right.
Okay? And you people, you can't hide. Hey, you so-called white people, you the damn devil. You Edomites, okay? You're gonna be destroyed and you're going to slavery. Alright? And you Israelite women, y'all a bunch of whores, narcissists, manipulators, and sellouts. Alright? And yeah, time is up, and all y'all about to get dealt with. Alright? It's no more playing games and trying to convince the world that the Hebrew Israelites is the worst thing ever. We just out here just preaching the word on the streets. Like we ain't hurting nobody out here. So-called, right? Yeah, we hurting. Hey, tell her the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the so-called white man he doing you got sex islands. You know, I'm not gonna mention no names. We already know who they are. You know, sex trafficking. You know, it's a lot of these celebrities. You know, you had Cat Williams that came out saying that he got a virgin booty hole. He the only one with a virgin booty hole. All right. Yeah. So yeah, hey, all this truth is coming out, and what do y'all have to say? Nothing, because it's the truth. Okay. Yeah, but the Hebrew Israelites, hey, we the worst thing ever. You know, the world would be a better place if we didn't teach.
Right.
Get out of here, man.
But the oppressor, the devil, is putting shit in your food,
Right.
misleading your children,
Trying to turn them into sodomites.
Yeah, got stuff falling down, forever chemicals and everything.
That's right.
Chemtrails.
They're making plans to put you people in slavery. That's what you don't get. Okay, everything that's happening from Gil Bates to getting all this land, telling you that the next pandemic, nobody's gonna be prepared. It's gonna hit people with a storm and all that stuff. This is all a plan to set up martial law The immigrant situation is so that they can be justified in bringing in UN troops and stay on U.S. soil. They don't care about you U.S. citizens, man. You know, you're going to trust in the devil that's allowing people to come over here and jeopardize, and then say, yeah, get them aid. They ain't got to do nothing for it, get them aid. But if you want, you got to qualify. You know what I'm saying? You got to put, and we'll see what we can do. Man, these people need to be housed. We beg you Texans, open up your doors for these people, these strangers. If you got an extra room, we need to house these people.
That's insane.
But the homeless in your own city can't get no support.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're causing the chaos on purpose, and it's actually a lot of so-called black people who make the TikTok. A lot of them are starting to call it out. So they're saying, wait a second, this ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? This ain't making sense. It's because they're starting to see the chaos is manufactured. And the Lord already prophesied about this, because the devil, his plan that he's coming with is this new world order. It requires control. They want complete control, and they want permanent control over it. You know? So the crisis is about to be established. It's all manufactured, it's made, so that they can be justified in saying, we got to calm down the trouble, we got to bring you in. I'm sorry, we got to bring you in, but don't worry, they'll just be here for 2 weeks. You know, like 2 weeks before the curve, and then that lasted over a year. 2 weeks, UN be gone. Just to calm everything down. They're going to be permanent on your block, you know, and they're going to expand. Well, you know, we realized we got them here already. Why don't we just keep them here? In fact, you know,
shit.
Don't worry. You know?
They already got all their vehicles, their facilities all out here, man. They ready to go.
Have you seen the? That's what I've been thinking this whole time, man. They gonna get them over here, and they gonna be the new authorities, because a lot of the military and a lot of the emergency response and law enforcement do not want to carry out these orders on their own family members, man.
Yeah.
Because they got some real heavy laws, man, that they finna push, and a lot of the military and law enforcement is not with it. Mm-hmm. So that's why they quitting in droves, man.
Yeah.
In New York, it was said that they was down. It was at as low as it has ever been. Look, people just leaving the force, man, because they don't want to face their family when they gotta carry out these terroristic and tyrannical orders, man.
If I can add to that, look at the police numbers now. They are real low right now. So guess what? They gonna bring their asses over here, and they gonna enforce those draconian measures, man. Because guess what? They don't got no damn family over here. All right, it's gonna be foreign troops.
They ain't got nothing to lose.
Most of them hate Americans anyway.
Exactly.
Because of the way that they look at us, they're proud. Perceived across the world, Americans are just proud, privileged dummies. Mm-hmm. You know, and kind of going back to what you said about how everybody looks at us as just preaching His word as the problem. It was you know how WAC 100 and Captain Tazariak, you know, we doing you know, sit downs and all that together. Well, you know, WAC 100 blatantly told him, he said, well, look, if all of that shit happened, we coming after you niggas. Because just because you niggas is talking about it and letting us know, we coming after you niggas first. Before anything. And that just goes to show you that, one, we can't be in league with worldly niggas like that. And two, you know, hey, that just proves in the scriptures that our own people are gonna come for us. Just the same as they did with Yahweh Shai. Just simply for letting you know what's going on and what's about to happen.
Yeah, Jake, it's like it, bro. Yeah, Jake got that, you jinxed me spirit.
You got me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Like y'all niggas speaking this into existence.
I
mean, that's what prophesied it is, you dumbass.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And you know, and I believe that yes, them UN troops are coming, man. Because I remember having a vision like 2 years ago, man. And I remember I was on Hall's Ferry, man, and hell was breaking loose, man. That damn Beauty Supply was on fire and everything. That damn where that Planet Fitness, that shit was on fire. People on roofs and shit, man, shooting guns in the air, man. And then the UN came in and they was tailgating one another in them big ass army vehicles, man. Man, there was a woman in the street. She had failed, and she was trying to tell them to stop. Man, that motherfucker just boom, hit her straight, man, and just blew her fucking head off, man. And that's what's coming, man. They ain't gonna have no sympathy for you people, man. Especially if you're a woman.
So you ain't my mama.
Yeah, shit. Like, hey, like all these other countries look at you, American women as whores.
Yeah.
And guess what?
And don't know. And they don't really understand the definition and how the Heavenly Father views it, man.
That's right.
Everybody got their own definition for something. It was a video that I seen. This immigrant, probably ham, had some church shoes, some shorts, and a jersey on. No, he was an immigrant, but he was groping a woman in the mall, like just in the mall. Like they not used to seeing cheeks out and cleavage everywhere and all. Like
They take that as a green light.
Some whole different animals, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Women in their countries cover up.
Yeah.
You know, they're required to wear certain garments. You know, one for their own protection. That goes to show you another reason why you women ain't supposed to be running around here half-ass naked, right? And then it's a respect thing too. You know, a woman fully clothed and covered up, naturally as a man, you lean and respect her more.
That's right.
There's more protection for you.
Kind of, Ed, if I could say just real fast, and like a lot of these women, you know, like since men been talking with some women on breastfeed their children, now bitches putting it on social media now. You know, like man, that's just another way for you to show your damn titties, man. All right, yeah.
But I can't post a video concerning the MOTV though. Motherfucker get taken down.
Right.
Okay, but you using the word.
Like why the hell you gotta record you breastfeeding your children?
Right.
Get mad when you say something about it.
Right.
Then the nipples slip out of nowhere.
With a seductive look on her face, like, bitch, you enjoying this too much.
Right.
Talking about y'all just want to sexualize everything.
Right.
You sexualizing yourself,
Right.
you making everything sexual.
With the waist beads. Why you gotta breastfeed your child with the waist beads on and shit? Like, come on,
Right.
man, you know what you doing.
Yeah, like it's an over-sexualized society, man.
Yeah.
Like everything is about sex.
Right.
Goddamn, like
Women used to breastfeed with the little blanket over there.
That's right.
Nah, it's
She
just
just
oops.
Damn dog.
pulling both of them out.
That's why this,
Oopsie.
well, I noticed the immigrant situation is put more fear in them, like it should be, because now you got all these people around, you're by yourself. So you see how you guys are gonna be affected, just like when the brothers showed that video of that woman, right? And she decent looking too about how hard it is. You know, when brothers did respond, so at least Elder Pastor Ron, what did he say? He said, well, I say, fuck you and your, I don't give a fuck. Because we told you the time was gonna come where you are gonna reap the rewards of your rebelliousness, okay? You went against the Heavenly Father and His order to enjoy the pleasure of man here. There's a man here, and he said, you're lying. He said, you're lying. You see? So you see, and that's a dangerous game anyway, because that's mostly an Islamic state. So they looking, you coming over there giving them exactly what they want, the predator. You know?
Shit, I'm here. Slack. I'm here having another vision about I was at home. Me and my rib fucking door got kicked in and some fucking hand mice ran up in the house and shit.
Oh, man.
Man, I'm talking about these motherfuckers have fucking machetes in their hand and shit, man.
drink.
Yeah. Of course I off their asses and shit, but
What you got to think?
yeah, them fucking immigrants over here, man, to do that shit.
And it's all by design. That's what you people don't get. It's by design. They're coming in by the floods to create the issue so that they can bring in their agenda, which is complete control. So pretty soon, hey, look, your summer ain't gonna be a normal summer. This year ain't gonna be no normal summer. Just being out, having fun and all that. They want to come and shut everything down. Good. That's the goal.
No more fun.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. I jump in at verse 10. It reads, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand, and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting of the hail and the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell in it, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands.
Right.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their powers.
That's what you call anarchy.
Right.
That's everybody doing what they believe is right. That's prophecy in the scriptures. That's prophecy. We're telling you that that's coming. The Lord just said he's going to bring that upon Egypt. We're telling you that America is Egypt. He's going to destroy this place. And what Ezra saw was anarchy. Because he saw basically a lawless land, a lawless society. That's what anarchy is. It's like, you know, the book of Eli. You know, he walked down under a tunnel and there was a trap. He took him out, he walks again. You see a man and a husband, a wife and her husband. Some bikers run up, they bam, kill the husband, ravage the woman, rob her, you know, and everybody's just doing what the hell they want to do. And they try to pick a fight with him. So there's no fear of the land, there's no fear of the people. It's, I'm hungry and you got food, or I'm cold and your lights is on, which means you got heat and AC. So your house is gonna be my house. So everything you can envision, that's why it's easy to make movies about this, because it's just a natural course of what can happen if there's a cyber attack, if there's lawless land, if there's an invasion, if there's war. This is natural things that's going to occur. The reason why it's interesting because it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? And we're telling you that that's coming to this place, and it's really not us telling you, it's prophesied in the Bible.
If like I say, you can't say the Lord ain't fair because he giving you the warning. Been giving you the warning, man.
Been
always give a warning before he bring the storm, man.
Right. How long the warning been? For 80 years now?
Right. And in the scriptures, it's something known as Jacob's trouble, which is what we're about to into. Why is it known as Jacob's trouble? Because it's prophesied that in the last days which we're in now, that our people basically will be on the bottom and will be a prey. You know, just like we was talking about how you got ungodly Israelites who say, well, when all hell breaks loose, we coming after you. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from Esau, Edom. His attitude is, our society is crumbling, get them Israelites. And that's really always been the mindset from the beginning when you read the scriptures. There's a tumult made against the Israelites. But coming down with great wrath, he's about to come down twice as hard on our people. And if you're dependent on this society, you trust in Egypt, and if you don't truly invest in the true riches, which is these scriptures, not some real estate, not money on this side, not the paper dollar, not crypto, not digital currency, this truth right here, when the time comes and Egypt fails, and those who lead upon it is going to get pierced, then you out there by yourself, but you trust in Pharaoh because you say his horses are many. You say, I'm in the government, and that's another thing. You're going to realize, really working for the government, you're in the worst position. You're in the worst position. They talking about a government shutdown actually within a week. It's going to go through another shutdown, right? What happens in government shutdown? No jobs. Government has to stop.
Right. Yeah,
they have to wait for Congress to vote on these 12 bills, right? And they're working for free for the most part.
Right.
But until they can get that figured out, those who work in the government, you got to sit down. You know, every time I go to the bank, it's primarily women there. And they look the most comfortable. Why? Because they working for a bank. They're thinking, I'm working for a bank, I'm good. Little do you know, you the ones that's going to be the first ones to be in some shit, in some trouble. Because the day they fire your ass, because they say, we don't need toes no more, chip. Now you like, well, damn, what I got in exactly.
How you gonna do this to me?
The government, when Trump was off, he had that motherfucker shut down for a whole 30 days, man. And you had women on camera, please open it so we can get back to work. We need to get back to work. But guess what? The guy that's working at the restaurant, he good. He's still gonna work. But because you work for the government, you think you're the most safe, you're the most ones in fucking danger, man. You're the ones in danger. And when you look up the rules for a government shutdown, majority of those employees have to work for free. They have to shut down, or they have to get off their vacation, whatever that, and report back to work and work for free. They have to as a part of their agenda. I mean, as a part of their description. See? So, just like in the medical field, you thinking you straight. Hey, look, I worked in the medical field too. I had the opportunity to stay. I said, hell no, that chip coming. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because that's what he was saying, but I don't get it. You can just work here. No, that chip is coming, man. And y'all got this, pandemic. No, I'm out of here, man. That chip is coming. But that's what the people think. Well, I work for a hospital, so I'm secure. You always gonna have this up and running. But yeah, when they bring that chip, guess who's gonna be the first ones? You're gonna have law enforcement, and then the physicians in the medical field. Yeah.
First one you get.
You're gonna be the first ones to be. You're gonna have to get this chip, okay? You know what I'm saying?
I can see
So don't
a lot
think
of
you're the most secure, because you're not. All right.
This is Proverbs 22:3, and it reads, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished."
You know who that applies to? All you guys that are asleep. So the guy said, he's saying, I care the real man of the Lord. They say prophet.
He said, I should be care of the true prophets of the Lord.
Okay, my question is, what are they prophesying? When's the last time Cesario prophesied of anything? Is he prophesying the destruction of America? I don't think he is, because he's too busy enjoying. He's too busy enjoying the clouts and the interviews. If he really wanted this place to be destroyed, he'd be on Adam 22.
Right.
You know? And
Like, why in the hell are you even around a dude like Adam 22?
clout.
Like,
Size
man,
you up, like
yeah.
Clout.
Like Adam 22, he got tattoos all over his body and face. This man letting this woman get plowed by other men on camera.
yeah, other men.
Right.
It's a contest now.
Plural.
They
Yeah.
probably offered him
Right. That's right. You never know, man.
And then not one time on camera have you even rebuked him with the scriptures. You know what I'm
it
saying?
because of clout. You got a lot of actors in this thing. They really don't want this place to be destroyed. They want it to go on. When Elder Pastor Hardin 2024, hopefully you're injecting trouble. We rejoicing that they don't. They're hopefully like, no, I hope we good. I hope we good. You know, like Slim Thug looking ass nigga. We look like Slim Thug. Slim Thug say, we everybody need to roll up their sleeve because we need to get back to normal. Well, is that any different from the other Slim Thugs with the like saying the same thing? You need to take that. You need to take that because the white man wants you to live. No, it's because one, you don't really fear the Lord. You trust in the society. You want this place to go on. So, what are you prophesying? That's the question. What are you prophesying? The true prophets are going to tell you this place is going to be destroyed. The Egypt is going to bring the more draconian measures for even the smallest of crimes. When you look up draconian measure, it was Draco. He was doing the Roman Empire. He's known for his cruelty for even the smallest of crimes. For something you might get just verbally lashed about or a few strikes or payback, he'll just say, oh, just kill him. Because he thinking with enough killing, people wouldn't do evil. And that was just harsh. And we're telling you that this man is about to do it again.
Harsh.
And the scriptures tell you that it's really that prophecy, which is what edifies. Can you get there for 1 Corinthians 14? What you get?
God, I got Isaiah chapter 30, I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy unto us right things, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
That's why people want to hear, because my question I would be to any ISUPK member, I would say, well, what's your gripe with GMS? What's your problem you have with us? Because we're not under General Honor? Well, why should we? What makes you different from us? The difference is we prophesying the destruction of America. I can't say what you all are doing. I would say you're doing the business of the wicked elite. Because we got an issue. When your leaders talked about, okay, going to the devil to roll up your sleeve, we got an issue with that. Because we're dealing with the flock here. All right? How is it that this man ain't the devil no more all of a sudden? When you say that John the Baptist isn't a man of law, we got an issue with that. We got an issue with that. Because how is it that you can teach these things and you follow them, be okay with that? Don't you know that that's a very close friend to the Lord? That's the the Lord's favorite prophet.
Right.
So for you to say that, we got an issue with that. So we're going to deal with the scriptures. So I would say, what's your issue with Jesus? Because we just prophesy. That's all we doing. And if anything, we're giving you a warning. We warning that you're second in command over there to stay away from guys like Wacko and Hunter, which brothers believe he's an agent anyway. You know, what good is your leader? The scripture says, "He that touches pitch, he defiled them." What good are you being defiled with the worldly individuals? You know what I'm saying? When you should be focused on this truth. Now that nigga talking about basically getting y'all into some shit. So
he ain't gonna turn on this oppressor. He gonna come after somebody else himself too.
So why aren't you guys and your brothers here saying, look, stay away from it. He's of the world and bringing out these scriptures. We're doing your job. You know what I'm saying? So to come on here and say they the real I would say, what are they prophesying? And what do you have against GMS? Because we're telling you the truth.
Got that First Corinthians
14, you read verse 1, I think verse
4.
3, verse 4, and then go ahead.
Con, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto man, but unto Yahweh. For no man understandeth him. Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries, but he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification, and exhortation and comfort. And he that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesieth edifieth the church.
And let's see. Then verse
5 is a good one too.
yeah, go ahead. And then verse 31.
Con, verse 5, and I would that ye all spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesied. For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, that the church may receive edifying. Verse 31, reason it says, for ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted.
So you see, prophecy, it learns, everybody learns. It comforts, it exhorts, and it teaches. That's what the goal is here. That's what we do here.
Right.
You know, when's the last time your leader says, all right, I can prophesy anything? But you will hear him talk about worldly affairs and things today, and games and stuff like that. Things that are not beneficial to the body. Not beneficial at all. And in fact, you ISUPK guys haven't eaten the whole road, because you still have an issue with Deuteronomy the 22nd chapter. In fact, you have an issue with Deuteronomy the 21st chapter about taking concubines of the other nations and spoils of war.
Right.
So you haven't eaten the whole road.
Yeah, they, if I'm not mistaken, which, you know, I've heard an ISUPK dude say that Ruth was an Israelite. She was not an Israelite, bro. Ruth was not an Israelite. She was a Moabite.
Yeah, they issue with the concubines and the spoils of war. They say, no, that's not talking about that. That's talking about she still got rights and all the other stuff. So basically, you're offended. You're offended that was a law. When we went to war and you saw a woman and you would take her, your concubine.
Yeah, you can take her.
You take her. You have her mourn her family for 30 days.
Yeah, shave her head and pair her nails. Yep.
And now she's yours. She's yours. And you see that is her rights. You couldn't just take her. Like, you gotta go through the process.
Right.
So she basically getting incorporated to be in her new life now, which is one of your wives.
Right. Yeah. Hey, don't even get me started on the rape doctrine.
Yeah, they got issues with that.
Right. Which is not even a doctrine. It's just a protocol if rape was to happen. Like when you go into that scenario, it's 3 different scenarios. Okay. One, you know, she was betrothed. Another one, she got taken. Okay. And you know, and if she had a man, if she cried out or she didn't cry out, then you take those measures. You know, hey, you see, hey, right there, Baphomet. Right there, the devil.
Proudly proclaim.
Right? Walking like Slender Man.
That bitch sacrificed animals still and shit.
They act like that's such
That's really
accomplishment, man. That shows you how low vibration.
right.
Signs and stuff in her house, witch books.
And she hopped in a Toyota Prius. That is like the ultimate combination plate for them, man. Satan is driving a Toyota, man. Like, goddamn. It go hand in hand like white on rice, bro.
So basically, my message to you all, you gotta go eat the whole road. You still haven't done that yet. Alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. And it reads, For behold, the Lord of hosts will take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient.
Alright, so you take away from Jerusalem the stay of staff, food and water, which goes into support. Support, right? Because our people rely on Egypt for support. And the Lord said He's going to judge Egypt because when we leaned upon Egypt, when we followed His rules, when we did everything He said we was going to do, right? We still don't come out on top. We're still behind. You got a lot of TikTok videos of people who's doing the math, and they're saying, well, wait a minute, if the minimum wage is this, and the average rent is this, that don't make sense. If you work in the minimum wage, you still can't afford to pay for your own bills. Because logically speaking, the minimum wage should, and the living costs should meet to where you can work minimum wage and still survive.
That's right.
In this society, you work minimum wage and you still need a roommate. You still can't survive. So logically speaking, it don't make sense. So it don't even make sense for your wages to be so low when you can't even live like that.
That's right.
So a lot of people are fuming and they're raging. They're realizing this is all one big goddamn scam.
Right. Yeah, like you remember you was showing us those Manhattan apartments.
Oh,
Man, that shit. Like, who the hell want to live like that? Like, motherfucker got pretty much got a bedroom, got a sink and a stove all mixed in one. Then he got to go down the hall to use the shower. Like, get the hell out
It's
of
a
here.
fucking prison. Prison cell, man.
Thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah, like,
Man,
what?
you
Like,
fucking
wasn't it
people are
like
stupid.
it was like $2,500 a month just for that? Like, just to say you live in New York.
Bro. And you
know?
see,
That's a scam.
can't have no companies.
right? You can't even have a man. Can you imagine a brother having that in New York, man? Hey, all the Aki come here. Shit, we outside the damn apartment complex and shit. Shalom.
Can't even own a vehicle. I mean, you can, but it's important.
Right. I wonder what the purpose is. Do New York have personal property tax? I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, because all the money going towards the rent. They like they figure wouldn't nobody be able to afford it.
Most people in New York don't even, well, in the city, they don't even have cars. They just walk or bus,
bike,
taxi,
Scooter.
Like, that's stupid, man. So like what does that tell you? Like where's the place to even put your car at? You know, they was making a joke off of it off of Futurama. He was all like, Ferrari, he was all like, yeah, nobody drove in New York. It was too much traffic. Hey, for real.
Believe it or not, I mean, I guess that's what you call an oxymoron, but
Yeah.
you know, it's true. And if you did have a car, you park it in the street wherever you can find a spot. You couldn't park, you know, right in front of your building or nothing like that, because once you leave, it's gone. You know, you might have to park 4 or 5 blocks away somewhere and walk to your apartment.
Ah man, that's crazy.
They was showing that on Everybody Hates Chris too. They was driving around till they see the police.
Yeah,
Hurry up. Fighting over the.
Ah yeah, I remember that episode.
So, I mean, you know.
Back in Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 3. The captain of 50 and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. And that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people, for Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The shoe of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin is Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Right, and that's what we're telling our people. Part of the judgment that's going to come upon Jacob's trouble, the reason why the Lord is going to let it get that bad is because of our people's transgressions against the Lord. Okay? First of all, they hear us out here teaching to them, and they smack the hand. We ain't got no dealings with that. We don't care about it. Like going back to that Black 100 cat, we done told them guys several times over, I'm a worldly nigga. I don't care about that. I care about here and now. I'm an American. He's telling you straight up, down, I don't care about the scriptures. I don't care about righteousness. I care about the here and now. I like Egypt, right? So the Lord said, okay, you gonna feel it. Just like we telling our people as well, look, y'all gotta stop committing the iniquities that you've been committing, right? And understand what's right and what's wrong. And then you tell them what's right and what's wrong, and they say, I still want to do it because it's pleasurable to me. So the Lord said, okay, well, I'm gonna judge you then, right? Because it's really because they don't want to turn back to the Lord and have a good heart towards them. You can't expect a full 180, and you perfect Israelite. You gotta have an attempt towards that. It's a blessing if you can. Look, I'm fuck this. I ain't doing it no more. That's a blessing. Because scripture tell you, the angels rejoice over one sinner repenting. But it's about turning back and understanding that first of all, you gotta let go of this society. That's one of the hardest things for our people to do is to let go of this society. Another thing that's hard for them to do is let go, is to deny themselves, right? You see a lot of Israelites today, these Israelite celebrities, such as they like to flip to Zaryak. The reason they don't want to hearken to our message is because they have to deny themselves. Denying yourselves means you have to put your own drives and ambitions to the back, to the side, and say, what's the will of my Lord? That's really hard for somebody to do, really hard. Because we're in this flesh, you have things you may want to do, but the things you want to do may not line up with prophecy. You may not have time for this truth and what you want to do. And it's really hard for men to let that go. Because bottom line is, the truth requires sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice something in some way, shape, or form. Everybody did. We've all had to. We've all had dreams and opportunities, plenty of opportunities that came upon our way, where if we wanted to, we could have took it, but it would take us maybe out of this space. It'll have us doing something we ain't got no business doing. We ain't gonna focus on the scriptures.
Right.
And
lining up your beard or whatever, doing all type of stuff.
Anything, maybe going to school in this country. Brothers had opportunities to travel here and live here and all that other stuff, but it's because we believe in the scriptures is what drove us and many men to say, no, I can't go that route because I believe what's coming. And that shows you the power of belief. And that's why the scripture said, man, all right, for the most part, salvation is easy because you believe in what's written. That right there is what's going to get you saved. Because you believe what's written.
Yeah, a lot of jakes they overthink it. I think the truth is, but they overcomplicate the truth, I should say. What's the scripture where it says like the Lord gonna make your burden, but the Lord's burden is light? Is it Matthew 16?
But yeah, it's believing. on the words. And it shapes your decisions, it shapes how you move and think. Because now everything you're doing, you consider the scriptures. You know, how many of us had a good opportunity with what we think would be a good opportunity with some woman or whatever the case is? We say, you know what? The Lord probably don't want me to go down that path. You know, you start to think about the scriptures and everything, and you believe His word. But it takes for you to believe in order to make that decision. Many Jakes don't believe. That's why they say, no, I could still be Hebrew and Israelite from the block. I mean, from dude from the block. I could still be preacher, but I can still be, I don't know, you know, J Block from the hood.
Sakari real nigga.
Yeah, I could still be. I'm still chief priest, but don't fuck with me though, cause I'm still from the hood.
Yeah, I got a Hellcat and a Glock. I got a beard, ball cap, and my Frenches.
Yeah, so I'm gonna merge the
Shit
two.
goofy.
So we're gonna go to camp, but I ain't.
Yeah, I got it.
We're gonna go to camp, but I ain't gonna. I'm still have my strap. I still got the fitted cap. You know, I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? So I can merge the two. I can do both. No, you have to shed off that old you, and put on the new you, and the new you embodies you walking in the stead of Yahweh Shai. And this is our strength, man. This is how you get your respect.
Hellcat.
Whatever the case is. You come out here and you teach the truth. But to denying
All the
yourself
nigga
and
need
saying,
to be
well, wait a
happy.
minute. I want to be able to push my name and myself. I want to be looked at as a celebrity. I want to uplift myself. And I don't want to have to sacrifice that. So, tell you what, I love the world and I also love the truth, so I'm going to merge the two. Where the scripture says you cannot have two masters. And it's very easy. Jake think they can beat that. They all think they can beat that. I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan thought he could beat that. I'm pretty sure Denzel thought he could beat that. I'm pretty sure all of them, Martin Lawrence, he thought he could. Kevin Hart literally said he thought he could. I can still be respectable and a friend of the world at the same time and have my morals. And to see far in this, you're going to always come short. You're going to always have to make a sacrifice. And what has been proven is that the scriptures, people tend to let go of the scriptures. They compromise according to the scriptures to advance themselves in this world. Show me one Israelite in this world today who's highly respected by everybody and still kept his integrity in this world. You ain't gonna be able to find it. Because for Esau Edom to elevate them, they're gonna have to get stripped of your morals. It ain't gonna happen. So eventually you're gonna be met with the gatekeepers. And the gatekeepers are gonna say, bow to us. And the few say, nah, fuck that, I'm going over here. And that's why you don't really hear about it.
Back in verse 10 of Isaiah chapter 3. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
Right, and we're telling you, because you trust in Egypt and you don't really trust in this truth, you're going to reap the rewards of your faithlessness. Because really, you probably believe in the dollar. You secretly believe in Egypt, or no, Esau Edom. You believe in your real estate. Because, you know, every day you checking their bank account, you're like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Okay, so that's going to be your shame. When Esau Edom puts a block and say, you still want this, it's your money, but you got to take the chip.
Yeah.
You know, you got to take the chip. Think about it, you worked so hard for this.
Yeah.
And you just gonna come up with all the excuses. The Lord will want me to take the chip. He understands that I got a family. And that's what's gonna kill me the most.
Yeah. Little do everybody know that white Jesus says reports this guy right here. He's basically just a do as thou will spirit. You know, like every time when Jake do anything, he say, "Oh well, Jesus would want me to have this." Nah, nigga, you want that. You know what I'm saying? I got a precept. This is Matthew 11:28, and it reads, Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Okay? So yeah, hey, it's easy. You know, you got to keep it simple. Okay? Like, if you can get more money, get it. But if that's gonna get in the way of you serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, because you got to know what you can and what you can't handle. You know, you got to be balanced in this thing. You know, is your time and energy going more towards folly or trying to get more money, or is it going towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? You know, it has to go towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
And it really, the truth really does make you free, because when you see work this close at the end, your mind isn't concerned about what other people are concerned about. Because, you know, I'm around Jakes and they're concerned, they're always talking about the same thing, politics, right? They're talking about
Donald Trump.
Retirement. I don't know what's been going on, but I've seen so many of these.
It's basically a house on wheels.
Man, I need one of them.
I know.
Hey, that's that Jacob's trouble right there, boy.
Man, that's the Jacob's trouble special, man.
Right. That's a blessing.
Say, look,
we should all put our money together and buy one.
I'll take one of those. Hey, fuck these songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Just invent
Gas gonna go up. $100 a gallon.
Shit.
right.
Find a way to live around, not pay me.
Right. Yeah, you got a lot of Edomites that got like whole things full of gas. You know, like they've been prepping for years.
Shit, it's Edomite. He live off grid. This man got a like some kind of tree house built in the forest where it's like mirrors built around it, so like it reflects all the trees around it and shit. So it's like you walking in the forest, you'll look at it and you wouldn't notice it's there and shit,
Right.
man.
It's just like trees, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, hidden in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Back in Isaiah chapter 3.
Oh yeah, the point I was making, because Jake's out be around often talks about the same things. Retirement, you know what I'm saying? You need to invest in this so you can be good 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You know, when you find you a good woman, your children, you need to worry about this, that, and that. In my mind, I'm just like,
Two summers you going.
Right.
and your mind is free. Like I just did my taxes yesterday. Broke even for the first. Oh, but you know what? Next year, if you want, you can put more in. They'll wait. I'm like, look, I don't gotta pay. That's all I need to know. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I don't care about bringing home a stack. I'm not worried about next year, hustling it out, daily bread. I don't owe you motherfuckers. I'm good. That's all I'm worried about. I'm free from the thought of the burden. All that. I know that around the corner is our Lord. I'm not worried about it. But you see, that's the type of vibration you're gonna get when you visit GMS video. You're gonna get hastened in the coming of the day. We can't say that about ISUPK or IUIC. You get this relaxed. We're gonna be here. Everything's gonna be all right. You get this family building. Relaxed spirit. That's what you get.
Israelite party, y'all.
Israelite party, chicken party. It was a chicken competition. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibration you get
Days of Noah.
from the other. Days of Noah.
Making merchandise.
That's right. Somebody get that Days of Noah at Matthew 24.
$200 for a Passover.
So, what's gonna happen?
I'll let one of y'all get it.
What's gonna happen is that relaxed spirit is gonna come as a snare into you, because when it actually hits the fan, you're gonna lose it because you weren't prepared, and the people to blame is the people you follow. That's the people that's gonna be running. You got it.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew chapter 24 in verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the Son of Man, the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day of that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
It's gonna happen again, man. And it all depends on what your mindset is. Right? You gotta be in the mindset of Noah. Build your spiritual ark so that you can withstand the flood. Right? Because even Noah didn't know. He just waited for the commandment. Now's the time. Go ahead. Right?
You can do it, ridicule and all that, people talking shit. You know they was talking shit.
Oh, yeah, laughing. Like,
Ain't no rain come.
We getting in the marriage. And the giving in the marriage, that whole thing, you thinking about the future. You know?
Right.
Having weddings, just because you having weddings and stuff don't necessarily mean things are good now. So, you know, them guys in purple always talking about the weddings, and they put weddings on the internet. That don't mean things are all good.
Right. And which, you know, like, it's cool if you meet a woman, a good woman that love you and vice versa. Like, we ain't saying that. But the way how y'all doing it, like, that's just the only thing. Like, you looking for, this kingdom to be your stability. You know what I'm saying?
And deep down, that's what you think. And we see it in your actions. You're really relaxed. You know, the sisters over there, they just do fun stuff like, let's go around and see who understands this verse. Like, is this real Bible or AI Bible? They do stuff like that for fun. And they just doing it for fun. There ain't no hastening the day over there. They just having a calm, relaxed, this is fun. I like coming here. And that's a lot of things with guys, especially in that group. You just like the fact that you got somewhere to go. You got somewhere to go. You get the Israelites. You have fun, laughter, and all the other stuff. But the doctrine to you is least important, because long as you happy with where you at. So you don't care about the name. You don't care about the doctrine of that. You don't care about the hell doctrine. You don't care about all these other doctrines that clearly they're going off on. As long as you got somewhere to go.
That's right.
So it's not a priority to you. And you look at GMS guys as conspiracy nuts, crazy. That's okay. Because as each month passes by and we covering this news, we get excited. We get excited. Do we have to sit down every now and then and accept, man, it's about to get rough?
Hey,
of course.
I think like when the sea hip come in June, because I'm pretty sure that's the month it's gonna come in. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I want to see the look on their face, man. I want to see the video that he gonna try to put up to justify this, man.
He probably gonna be a joke with it. He probably gonna joke with it.
Man, your views are gonna go up a lot. GMS coming right to the comment board. Okay?
Right.
Coming right to the comment board. Once they even mention the word chip, that's what I want.
It ain't the chip.
Hey, don't try to think this is the MOTB though.
It's a small device.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'll just start at verse 1. It reads, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, they shall not escape."
So when peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So you don't want to be deceived by what seems to be good. Because you should be thinking, well, it was the same thing in days of Noah. They were marrying, eating, feasting, and then the Lord brought the destruction. So just because there may be, quote, good times doesn't necessarily mean things are good. You understand? So your spirit should always be watching and hastening in the coming of the day. That's what it should be, man. This is what we're telling you. This is what we're warning you about. Them cuts in D.C., I hope that goes through. But what about the people that's the Lord gonna make sure his elect is covered? Are you just saying that you ain't in D.C.? Well, look, I hope it comes here. I hope it comes here. You know? Let it happen. Let it happen. It has to happen to get to the point, you know, when we get the hell out of here, and so be it.
Right.
You have to brace for the fact that Jacob's trouble has to happen before we can get to the kingdom.
That's right.
Meaning it has to happen.
Right. And yeah, we gonna probably lose everything. You're gonna lose probably your car, your PS5, your Xbox Series S. your flat screen, your iPhone, whatever fucking number it is out right now. It doesn't matter, man. Like, we can't take none of that stuff into the kingdom with us.
Nigga, leave my Hellcat.
Yeah, hey, it's all gonna be destroyed. Everything over here is gonna be destroyed. Everything that I named gonna be destroyed. The PS5 gonna be destroyed. The flat screen gonna be destroyed. People gonna be destroyed. Right. Most importantly.
Hey, but thing to keep in mind is Romans 8 and 18, man. The Lord gonna give us something better.
That's
And
right.
we can't even imagine how far better and on a way higher level the things the Lord gonna give us, man.
That's right. Hey,
For
even
enduring on this side.
right, shit. Hey, that new body gonna be priceless.
Exactly.
You know, it's gonna be immortal. Never gonna get sick. Ain't gonna have no wicked thoughts. Hey, it's already gonna be in the DNA of that body to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah.
Cold, man.
Okay. No infirmities, no nothing. Hey, shit. That's just that's part of the kingdom right there. And chariot. Okay, a chariot is priceless. Shit, a chariot probably worth more than this whole planet. Shit, Yahweh shot chariot just as big as this planet.
Yeah, I get it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, starting at the first verse. It says, "Does not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of the high places by the way in the places of the path. She cried at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and thy wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, and there is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instructions, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. I wisdom dwell with prudence.
Read that verse again.
Which one? 11? Okay, Proverbs 8 and 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Right, so nothing in this world is compared to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. This is what's going to keep your stability in the evil times. This is more important than any money on this side. Like the other Pastor Bar said, for the people who sold out, which we know who you are, you traded the real money for the fake money. Because this money in this world is temporal. Sure, it can let you live a temporal, comfortable lifestyle, but you traded the true wealth, the true gold for vanity, for nothing. And now that we're at the end, like Cat Williams said, beginning of the year 2024, he kept saying it. You know, he said that, and I was like, yeah, you're right, because now we're seeing the end of the contract of all those who took a contract with the devil, from the celebrities even to the pastors. We're at the end. You know, now it's time, and if it's one thing you notice, like from that movie, which I couldn't share because they blocked it, but the movie, it's called Oh God, You Devil, back in 8, just showing you, you know, how they believe how it works. You take a deal with the contract with the devil for 7 years, you live it all up. Everybody take the deal because they want to get payments and all that, but one thing that's common, when it comes time to pay, they don't want to pay. Look for a way out. They ask for it.
I seen that video.
They ask for an extension, right? Because they really not expecting that day to come. But we're here to tell you that that day is coming. And for all the ones, the phonies, all the ones who sold out and took a bribe, You know what I'm saying? You took a bribe to take the name out of your doctrine. You took a bribe to teach a hell doctrine. You took a bribe to say you got to get married, legally married to your woman. You took all that because in your mind, this is a worthy sacrifice for what I'm going to do. The Lord appreciates what I'm doing this, and it's all right if I took the name out. That's a worthy sacrifice. Look, at least I got churches in Africa. The Lord said, first of all, the Lord didn't tell you to take no bribe. Okay, we got churches across the world, and the apostles never stepped foot over there.
That's right.
You know, the Holy Spirit, you really didn't believe that the Lord was capable of reaching those across the state.
Yeah, without selling out. Like without changing up the doctrine, talking about hell and Christ, all the other nonsense.
Yeah, you did that for you. And the scriptures tell you that you compass sea and land to make one proselyte and make him worse than you. So all your deeds are all written in the scriptures. All right? Because you really didn't have faith. For all you guys that took the bag and sold out, for all the phonies, your time is up. We see it. It's getting worse and worse for you false prophets. Hey, GMS, we just keep teaching this word and throwing the jabs out there, right? No spiritual jabs, teaching the doctrine. Whereas you other Israelite groups, you phony, you getting exposed left and right. You being called hypocrites and all that. It's showing that your fruits ain't holding, man.
People are coming up with these questions out. People are looking at you. Wait a minute. You said this and you said that, but we see that that's not the case.
All right, what you doing?
That goes to the T.D. Jakes, and that's the recent one, right?
Yeah.
Kurt Frank.
Yep, Kurt Franklin. All of these guys are all being exposed. It's the deal that the devil was basically up, man.
Now T.D. Jakes then sued Geno Jennings from saying anything about his situation because he was on his case, but he had got the feds involved. Like, man, we finna, they try to sick him on Geno Jennings. So it's like, yeah, man, everybody's scrambling now that the light is shining on them, man.
Those who in the bed with the devil, like we was talking about you women, even on the level of the society. You sold out to the devil, you trust in him, now you about to pay. You know what I'm saying? You know, the truth really does make you free. And just like when I get around my family, I have less to say. I got nothing to say. What I got to say? I know the truth. So I just sit, y'all, because I know in my mind, y'all pride is just that, it's pride and it's vain. And when the time is gonna come, guess who number you gonna call? Yours truly. Because I'm sitting, you can say I'm no longer approving to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay because I know what's coming down the pipe.
Right.
I've accepted, we've accepted that the evil times are there. We put our trust in Yahweh
Right.
to protect us, to provide for us. We trust. We don't know how it's going to come.
Yeah, hey, and most likely it's gonna happen this year. That's what it's looking like.
This election year, man. And they always run some type of scheme on election year to push votes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, brother. Them pandemics is gonna come right when it's election time to push for what? Votes. And guess who's gonna get affected? The poor, the weak. The meek. Shall I say?
Guess what they got going on? I've seen a lot of this. These so-called black women. I don't care what nobody say. I'm leaning towards Trump now, because what? This man dropped some shoes and y'all just lose y'all mind and now talking about he a criminal just like
Right.
I'm like,
yeah, like I seen that shit. Like
man.
he said, like black people like him more since she got locked up or whatever.
Niggas for Trump.
Man, that shit crazy.
Say, I'm a nigga and I'm for Trump. Those are guys trusting Egypt. You can't save them people, man. You just let them. Just like, okay, Trump, hit them.
You just gotta let them perish, man.
Yeah.
Like they literally don't see it. Hey, to the people that's enlightened, that's awakened to this truth, we like, how can y'all not see this? Like, do you even believe in the Lord? Like, damn. And like, even then, and the scriptures is clear about not putting somebody over you that's of another nation.
Right.
Right.
So they transgressing anyway, man.
Right. See, like this person, like those people, they really don't want the kingdom of heaven. They even got Israelites that really don't want the kingdom of heaven, man. God damn, man.
I don't know why Biden should just make his own shoes. But I don't know why he didn't do it yet.
See now,
And just slap a Nike sign on it. Hey, it's gonna sell. You're gonna have all sneakerheads buying it. All niggas doing sneaker reviews and shit. Like just like them like y'all remember them little Nas Air Max 97s that came out?
They sold out
yeah.
like
Right.
didn't yeah.
Had the pentagram on it
That's it.
and all that, man.
And then they came out with some Jesus Nike shoes with some holy water within it.
Right. Yeah, I remember that too. So yeah, man, like this whole life is just vanity. Like when you really think about it, like what matters, man? Food, water, clothes, shelter, and a little bit of unity and love. That's it. Like that's the only thing that matters, man. But, I had something. Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot be brought forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not for good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Right?
So the scriptures, Yahweh Shah spoke several times about he that my heavenly Father have not planted will be rooted out. Corrupt trees bringing forth corrupt fruit. Meaning you're gonna have what? False pastors. You're gonna have false prophets. Because you gotta say, oh, why y'all always rebuking? Because Yahweh Shah did. What do you think when he meant when he said a corrupt tree can only bring forth corrupt, and you will know them by their fruit? Meaning you're going to have people who the Lord didn't set up, bringing forth madness, bringing forth mad doctrine, prophesying lies, and then you're going to examine the men that follow them and the people that follow them, and you're going to say, yeah, this is a false prophet. And what did he say? Every plant my heavenly Father not planted will be rooted out. So eventually you're going to get your judgment too. So yes, rebuking the false prophets is a part of this ministry. And if you don't have it in you to do that, then that just means this job isn't, you aren't the man for the job.
That's right.
Because part of teaching the truth involves correction. You know what I'm saying? It involves correction. No, the true name of the Lord is this, and this is the true name. Anybody that's telling you different, there's a scripture to tell you that watch out for. Right. That involves correction and rebuke.
Right. Yeah, you had priest Daniela, you know, which I don't really hear nothing from him no more for real. You saying like when Sakari got that Hebrew hip hop award, you know, like this nigga was acting like he was in the kingdom of heaven. Oh yeah, thanks, son, little man, thanks. You know, and this really mean a lot to me. Like he won a damn Oscar or something.
Coming up against.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. What's up with it? Yeah. And yeah, man, like who the hell even cares, man, about Sinetta, man? Like Sinetta's whole I guess stick is basically coming against the Israelites, you know, trying to get them to prove their point. I mean, we done already told you multiple times. Like, how many times do we got to keep going over it?
Sorry, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep saying the same thing over and over again. But hey, that just shows you what the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know, shit.
It's back in Isaiah chapter 3, in verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to error, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Right, they which lead thee, cause thee to error. So we got a lot of false pastors and a lot of false leaders causing our people to err. So we have to call them out. And those people really are telling you they're bringing you really back to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Was it Ezekiel 13?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, and I mean, so like when you get on them, That's how blind they are. When you get on them and expose the wolves in sheep clothing, they get mad at you.
I know. Like, you know, like, shit, Jake look at you like a fucking party pooper. You know, ah, man, you disturbing my sleep. You know?
Guess what?
It's like, oh, go ahead, bro.
So like, the next 5 steps is death, man.
That's right.
And then if somebody warning you, you get mad at the person warning you.
Right.
Hey, all right, you know, we passed the stage of getting mad and huffing and puffing, going back and forth. Hey, you don't take heed, then that's on you, man.
Right.
Man, this year the Lord got so much of stuff. This year the Lord's willing, and I'm enjoying every second of it, man.
Right.
Because it's like when that whole whack kid hunted thing was going on, right? And you have brothers like sorry, clown, you know. In my mind, I said, hey, I hope y'all ain't gonna try to take y'all time to correct him. Fuck that. Let him get involved with, you know, we didn't warn enough. And let them fall into, let them see the rewards of their, you know, them going against the scriptures, right? Being unequally yoked with the unbelievers. We've been warning them for years. Let them see what happens, man. Fuck them. Man, fuck them. We done warned them for years. You know, some brothers gonna like, look, man, you need to stop. I say, hey, look, fuck, we've been warning them for years. Let them fall into it. You know what I'm saying? It's at the point now where the Lord's gonna make He's gonna make a short work. You know, we're gonna see His work and the hell with trying to warn you motherfuckers anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones who's supposed to know. Because we still gonna edify the sheep. But the ones who's supposed to know, who think that the way of Yahweh Shai is weak, who think that we're weak, really they think Yahweh Shai is weak, who think that Paul isn't a man of the Lord, who think John the Baptist is a man of the Lord, they got to the point that, oh, okay, you think you got the truth, we gonna see. When they bring that chip, we gonna see what you know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's it.
Proverbs, whatever.
Yeah, that was it.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 1. And it reads, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit, and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the herd, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord.
What is that hedge? Good enough to faith, spiritually. You're supposed to come out here and warn the people of the evil that's to come and say, thus saith the Lord. Martial law's around the corner. Anarchy is around the corner. They coming with the UN troops. They trying to make it permanent. Okay? You women who isolated yourselves, who believe in the system, you in trouble. You need to humble down, come back to the Lord. You're supposed to go out to the hedges and warn the people of what's to come and build them up spiritually. Not tell them to invest in crypto, not tell them to invest in some real estate, not get a bunker, anything like that. Invest in this truth. This
Because it's not 2008, man. It's not 2008 and 9. Okay. Yeah, this place about to get ready to be destroyed for real.
Right. You're supposed to come out to the hedge and compel the people to come back in, and as the brother read, you prophesy to them so that all may learn. Because when you prophesy the destruction of Babylon, then you go into, well, why does Babylon have to be destroyed? Well, because they break the law, statutes, commandments, and the scriptures, and they have the Lord's chosen people and kept. Who was the Lord's chosen people? The Israelites. What makes us special? The Lord chose us from the beginning. Bam, so-called black Latino Native American man, Esau's the devil. He's our wicked twin brother. He mad because he sold his birthright. His name is Edom. We got the birthright. Bam. So you covering so much, and everybody's learning by prophesying. Okay, if I came out here and prophesied to you my own heart, and let's say my intent is that I want to expand my family, right? And I'm living good right now. I'm not going to tell you that America's right. I'm going to tell you we need to focus on marriages and building up the families in our communities. I'm going to tell you we need to build our own cities and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to tell you. And you're supposed to use the scriptures that says this guy's a false prophet. Okay, because he ain't prophesying the destruction of this place. If anything, I'm telling you, without telling you, we got another 20 or so years. You know, without telling you, I'm telling you, let your hearts be at ease. We got another 20, 30 years, man. We gonna be all right. Drink of trouble, you know? That's how they're not gonna tell you out of their own mouths. They're gonna prophesy to you what their heart desires by not going against, by not reading the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here and talking about we got to get our people off drugs. That's the main priority. Don't worry about the name of the Lord. I'm a false prophet. You know what I'm saying? I'm no different than any other black, so-called black leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Jake just be looking for ways to not believe the scriptures. You know?
And Jake and the people who have itching ears, that's what I want to hear right there.
Yeah.
He's talking about right. I want you to read more. He talking about right now, and he talking about building the black thing. That's what I want to hear right here. We're going to tell you, as according to what Paul said, be more concerned about the scriptures. They that have wives, be as though they had none. Are you free? Seek not to be bind. Are you bind? Seek not to be loose. Hasten in the coming of the day. Don't worry about the woman right now. Don't expect perfection. You're not going to get it right. Okay? With your kids and all that, look, pray to the Lord, and it happens, but you can't worry about that right now. You see, we're telling you to look forward to the kingdom. The false prophets are going to say, no, we need to worry about this here right now. All right? That's how you determine the true prophets of God. Who's actually prophesying to you the coming of the Lord. All right?
Verse 5. It's like verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and the Lord have not sent them. They have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination, whereas ye say the Lord said it? Howbeit I have not spoken. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore behold, I am against you, saith the Lord power. And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity, that divine lies, they shall not be in the assembly of my people. Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Lord power.
And when you study the scriptures, what was one thing the false prophets, most of them always prophesied? Peace. When there is no peace. Thus saith the Lord. Why? Because you put the people's heart at rest by prophesying peace and prosperity. That was one of the main things. But if the Lord called them false prophets, that's because the Lord don't got peace promised to this place. He don't got peace promised to this place. It's the land of our captivity. He hasn't destroyed this place and live with it.
Yeah, you got people talking about, invest in this, invest in this. Like, look, man, all my time goes towards it. How about Shemel Show? Okay?
Get no return on that investment.
Right, yeah, and my daily bread. See, like, if I was more focused on money, I wouldn't even have time for your how much money. You know, like this is why the scripture says you cannot worship the Most High in mammon. Okay, like here it is, you're trying to build a business. Okay, but you haven't done a video today, or you haven't read the scripture all week. You know, you haven't done nothing concerning the truth. Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and 1. It reads, Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. He that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
You see, this is how you come and buy without money. You get a lawyer time. He said, hearken unto me. Are you listening? Are you believing? This is how you obtain, you eat of that holy bread, right? And be fed from the waters of everlasting. How to go? Everlasting waters. How to go? Fountains of everlasting waters.
Okay.
Like, this is how you do this without money, by simply hearkening and believing. And You giving the Lord your time and your ear, and you said, I believe. That's how you increase, you know. That's how you get it. That's why the scripture says, buy the truth and sell it not. How do you buy the truth with your time? You know, you read, you study it, you believe what's written. You're looking at the prophecies, and you shaping the way you think and how you move based around the prophecies. Exactly. This is how you buy with your time. You know what I'm saying? And our job, since we have it, we eat the whole road. We come out as commanded and let everybody else know. The elect of our people, because we know for the most part it's going to fall on deaf ears. The Lord equipped us with everything we need to go before our people and the other nations as well, because we got to stand before them too. We got to tell them their judgment too. So we tell them Esau, Edom, look, you're going under slavery. Why? Because this, that, and that. Right? We're telling our people, if you don't want to hurt them, you're going to be destroyed because this, that, and that. So we ain't going to get shocked when we say, well, why ain't the majority of our people listening? The Lord saying 2/3 of our people will be destroyed. Right?
That's why the Lord said, shit, nigga about to get hit. That's what the Lord said, blessed are your eyes for they see. Matthew 13:13 says, therefore I speak out to them in parables, because they seeing not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is prophecy, and in them fulfilled is the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing you shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see and shall not perceive. But his people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time that they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. Verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them.
That's right. So you got to understand, the Lord has blocked the understanding to 2/3 of our people. You know, why? Because the Lord already looked inside of them and he saw, you know, the vessel that's unfit to receive this gospel, to receive this word. Because of broken cistern, because eventually, whatever reason, the Lord knows eventually he's going to tread it under his foot. He's going to eventually turn his back. And the Lord takes it personal when he goes out of his way to make himself known unto you, only for you to take hold of it and then end up throwing it away for the world. His scripture says you're going to have it worse. You're gonna get beaten with a few stripes. You're gonna get beaten with more stripes than the scoffer, because you actually took something that was holy and gave it back to, you know, and basically said, this ain't it.
Right. You basically saying that the Lord's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures is useless. Okay, you saying, yeah, I got it better right here. Like, no, man.
That's why the Lord blocked the understanding for most of these people, because that's exactly what they're going to do, because they have done it in the past. So the Lord said, blessed are your eyes when you see and understand. So understand that this is a gift, right? And you want to take hold on this treasure and store your treasures and invest in this so that you can reap from, you know, the whole point of the saving is to pull from it in time of trouble. You invest in this, and you're going to be able to pull from it in the kingdom, in the times of trouble, by one, believing your alms, your deeds, and everything you're doing. The scripture says that he is not forgetful to forget your works that you've done. He know what you've done. He remember everything you did in the truth. You don't even remember. You know, every now and then you may get a comment from a video that you did seven years ago. And the brother, thank you, brother, this is edifying. You don't even remember doing it. But obviously the Lord saw it because he guided that brother to find that video. He said, yeah, so, and that helped building him to say, yes, this is the truth, you know. So the Lord sees everything that you've done, and he's not going to forget, man. And he's looking upon you, your family, your loved ones, you know. So you're gonna find comfort, man, when you accept this truth for what it is. That's why you really are gonna be free. You're not burdened with the burdens of the world that they so concerned about, overly concerned about. The immigration, the cuts. You know what I'm saying? The people who ain't got this truth, they're overly concerned about this. You like good, let it happen. Prophecy. You know what I'm saying?
That brings me closer to home.
Right.
The more these prophecies come, the closer we are to the Lord changing us, man. Setting the world aright, man. We tired of this shit.
How should I go back to 2 Amos 7? It's like number 7. We'll make that last one. Okay, read that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 1. And it reads, Moreover, the Spirit lifted me up and brought me unto the east gate of the Lord's house, which looketh eastward. And behold, at the door of the gate 25 men, among whom I saw Yazaniah, the son of Azur, and Pelatiah, the son of Benaiah, princes of the people. Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city.
So let's see what this wicked counsel in this city, this passing fucking dream, right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, which say, it is not near, and let us build houses. This city is the cauldron, and we be the flesh.
So that's the wicked counsel to basically prophesy peace. When you say it is not near, meaning the prophecy that the prophets are saying about the destruction and all that, it ain't near. We ain't gonna see it in our lifetime. And we gonna be long gone. Let us build. The city, we be the flesh and the city is the cauldron. Meaning, this is our comfort, this is our shield. The Lord said that's wicked counsel. Why? Because your mind isn't supposed to be to stay in Egypt. You're supposed to be wanting to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like we gonna stay here and simmer. Get all nice and hot and ready. Yeah, get all nice and hot and ready to be devoured.
So you see that prophecy of peace, they always came with that. And you got to read the scripture, say the Lord ain't prophesied no peace. He said he going to bring destruction to this place because of all this wickedness. And he talked about it, Jacob's trouble. So you got to watch out for that, man. Because those who have the itching ears want to hear the things that's pleasant to the ears. Peace, prosperity, we're going to be good. Don't worry about nothing, we're good. That's actually dangerous. You got to watch out for individuals like that. They're just telling you what the natural man wants to hear. They're telling you what your mind wants to hear. And that's actually a setup.
Come on, man. Anything, if you play football and you get hit, it hurt. Hit off guard and they catch you off guard, that shit hurt way worse, man. You don't ever want to get caught lacking off guard and just getting taken by the storm or whatever, adversity comes. You want to be aware, man. Anybody telling you to not be aware and not pay attention, they paid off. They got an agenda. They want to see you fail. They don't have your best interest at heart, man.
So when that chip comes, man, that's gonna be a straight up snare to you people, man. Because you're told not to worry about it. It ain't the mark of the beast. So naturally, a lot of you gonna take the chip because you're gonna say, "Well, my pastor told me that ain't the chip." That ain't the mark of the beast. So for all I know, I can take that and still be safe. And that's what a lot of you gonna do. And best believe your leaders, a lot of them are gonna say, "Well, wait a minute, we didn't say you could take it." But guess what?
You didn't say that it's not the mark of the beast.
But that's blood on your hands. Because they can say, "Well, look, with all due respect, what you're giving me now is advice. I don't need your advice. If I'm not breaking the commandment, I'm gonna take the chip." So that's blood on your hands because they listening to your ass. Ain't no gray areas. Just like when the roll your sleeve up came, they came to GMS and we said flat out no ifs, ands, or buts, no. But what if I lose my or to give you another one? So when you came to GMS, that answer was no gray areas, no room for you to say, well, I listened to them and they kind of hinted that it'll be all right. No,
crazy.
The answer was no. Okay? And now when you went to the other groups, you can't say that. And they don't think that's a big deal, but that's a huge deal.
Right, yeah, like he's basically leaving like gray zone areas for sin. You know?
It's okay to go against a commandment.
Right. And yeah, like even the prequel with the with the jabs, that was just a prequel to the MOTB. The MOTB is a sequel. The Lord gonna have to finish y'all off after that.
First they put the operating system in.
Right.
They told you on the website it's an operating system. So you got nano technology in you now.
Right.
Say now when they roll it out, oh yeah, he got you.
And like you Israelites are like, man, look, if you're not in the truth, you are literally a psychopath.
You're exposed to all the wiles of the devil. And that's what you don't want to be. You're out there to the wiles of the devil now. That's what we're telling our women. You're exposed now. You isolated yourself. Now you at the wiles of the devil.
Yeah.
And now you made yourself such a disdain to your husband, to your father, the child of your father. Now he don't even want to take you in. So you really
see you get your job.
You really out there by yourself now.
Right.
You're exposed to the wiles of the devil. That's a horrible position to be in.
Right. This is just this only the beginning, man. Like, hey, the Lord is literally cooking you people, man. Like, you people are getting burnt alive in the spirit. And eventually, the missile's gonna come and finish the rest of you off. Cause you're already dead inside. Your body just had to die. You're walking dead. That's why you jigs out there are.
Scripture say she that liveth in pleasure.
Dead while she living.
Excuse me. I gotta go to the shelf. I gotta be there at 9 o'clock. Like when the next time y'all gonna be out?
Every Sunday, this time.
My name Michael King. Y'all say a prayer for
Michael King. Yeah, we say a prayer. Hey, it's spiritual, man.
Michael the Archangel.
Right. Micah Allah Malak.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 4. Therefore prophesy against them, prophesy, O son of man. And the Spirit of the Lord fell upon me and said unto me, Speak, thus saith the Lord. Thus have ye said, O house of Israel, for I know the things that come into your mind, every one of them. Ye have multiplied your slain in the city, and ye have filled the streets thereof with the slain. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, your slain whom ye have laid in the midst of it, they are the flesh, and this city is the cauldron. But I will bring forth out of the midst of it, ye have feared the sword, and I will bring a sword upon you, saith the Lord Yahweh. And I will bring you out of the midst thereof, and deliver you into the hands of strangers, and will execute judgments among you. Ye shall fall, ye shall fall by the sword. I will judge you in the border of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. This city shall not be your cauldron, neither shall ye be the flesh in the midst thereof, but I will judge you in the borders of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, for ye have not walked in my statutes, neither executed my judgments, but have done after the manners of the heathen that are round about you. And it came to pass, when I prophesied, that Pelatiah, the son of Benaiah, died. Then fell I down upon my face, and cried with a loud voice, and said, Ah, Lord Yahweh, wilt thou make a full end of the remnant of Israel? Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, thy brethren, even thy brethren, the men of thy kindred, and all the house of Israel, holy are they, unto whom the inhabitants of Jerusalem have said, Get ye far from the Lord, unto us is this land given in possession.
Right, so they had that mentality. This is home right here, right? So that attitude of we don't have to worry about the kingdom. That's the problem with the Lord. And the Lord has a problem with when he says something's gonna come to pass and you come up and say, no, it ain't. He got a problem with that because you're basically making him a liar. That's a problem. So that's why we say eventually them guys' mouths are gonna be stopped because you're literally lying on the Lord. When you teach a hell doctrine, you're lying on the Lord. You're really changing the image of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Turning him out to be some type of angry God, power that is angry with his people forever. when he tells you that his indignation is toward the wicked, and he gonna have compassion and mercy towards the Israelites, you making him out to be a merciless power. That's lying on him. He never created no hell. All right, Genesis 1:1. Beginning, powers created the heaven and the earth. Where is this fucking hell place from? He never intended on there being a place where souls go to dwell in torments forever. He never intended on that. Satan don't run shit. Satan answers to the Lord.
Right.
Okay? Ain't no battle. What? You know what I'm saying? So that attitude, basically, they're not prophesying the truth. And they're really not prophesying. They're just talking about the here and now, and you need to be concerned about the here and now and keeping the commandments as if the laws is what's going to save you. The law is righteous, but we're going to be saved by mercy, faith, and grace. By grace you are saved. See? You got that 2nd Ezra 7.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, and I started at 6. Okay, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, right? Chapter 7, starting at the 6th verse. There is also another thing. A city is built and is set up on a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire set on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord Yahweh. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel portion, because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decree that now is done. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straits and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Right.
Now, okay.
So that's what you should understand, okay? The times is coming, the troublesome times. Understand that that's laid out for us because that's just a decree that was made. But pre-Adam sin, we were good. You know what I'm saying?